Attention gamers, Riot recently added Wednesday Addams' stepsister to League of Legends, and ignoring their design team's apparent fetish for chicks who look like they forgot their safe word. This champ is going to ruin more games than if Yasuo and Yuumi had a child together, and it's for one reason.
Wait!
Her W, which Riot calls Blood Frenzy because it wasn't brand friendly to call it Possessed Grudge Game Ruiner, turns you into an NPC that just zombie walks at the nearest enemy. Sure, you can cancel it with E, but E is a longer cooldown than W, and also League players are dumb shit, so you will see situations like this where they will literally be trying to flash out of their own possessed inner demons. This is literally Riot programming inting into the game code. Then we have her ult, and boy oh boy can I just say, fuck. You know when Yasuo players hit a tornado or Vex players land an ult, and you just know that there is no way they are resisting the temptation of riding that bad decision into danger when they shouldn't have? Riot knows this, so with Briar's ult they made it so that you don't even have the option anymore, it just default takes you to whatever it hits. This is cool until you consider it flies across the entire goddamn map and you'll find yourself stuck in the enemy base more than a WNBA player who got caught with weed cupcakes in Russia. So
Wait.
For every one of these plays, there's going to be 10 of these plays.
What? I hit him again! No, I don't!
And that's my essay on why Riot has officially added inting into the game code, and as a result, this champ will ruin so many solo queue games. But don't take my word for it, let's literally look at a recent match I had and analyze the consequences of Briar syndrome in effect. But first, let's shave a kiwi.
What?
I've partnered with Manscaped to spread awareness for testicular cancer because as someone with a populated nutsack, it's near and dear to my heart. Consider these facts the next time you need a conversation starter on a first date, but in honor of this month, Manscaped is showing how you can do a routine self-check on your own nuts at home using the link below, donating 25 more G's to the cause, and once again releasing their purple TCS Lawnmower 4.0. These sold out in days last time, as I'm almost certain they will be reselling for millions on Amazon later this week. Packed with 4000K LED spotlight, waterproof, and 90 minutes worth of battery, let's compare this best-in-class razor to an unbranded competitor in a kiwi cropping contest, starting with the defending champ, the TCS Lawnmower. And the equally priced challenger. It's a no-brainer, so check out the links below to get more educated on your own nut health, and then support the cause by using my link to get 20% and free shipping today. Alright, so game starts with Dumb and Dumber giving each other the thumbs up as a sign of approval for Wednesday Addams to go front flip into possessed bitch combo, but whoopsie, she doesn't have a point in E yet, so she literally can't cancel this dumb zombie NPC walk straight into death. But the silver lining here is that Ezreal is apparently dumber than a preschooler because he doesn't know what comes after 3, and that programmed feed from Briar got her right clicker a double. Side note, this champ is by no means a support, but I swear if you gave a League player bleach and told them it was Riot's new champ, they'd be cool with drinking it in any cup they can. So we see her playing more aggressive than a horny hippopotamus, which works until you realize there's a tower there and it could give two shits if she's lost control of her character or not. Then I guess it's a new character convention bot, but just as bitch posse pieces out, Wednesday's stepsister front flips in and then decides to have a schizophrenic episode right when it means giving the bad guys her credit card number. I do want to note that I was on the enemy team in this one, playing the electric mole rat up top, as I think the buffs to his E and ult are going to make him pick or ban in Worlds this year, and my initial plan for this video was to demonstrate a level of domestic abuse against Chuckles, the annoying shit bag up top. You know, make this clown turn his smile upside down, hit me with that fat frown type of bullshit. But it turns out, despite my bullying, the tower range woke up today choosing violence, and I had to cut the first scene because this video isn't about me, it's about Briar, the bruiser jungler who, when she locks in support, you can't flame for taking your farm, because that would be like making fun of someone with multiple personalities disorder for breaking into the wrong house. Anyway, she comes running back into her own lane, hoping this Milo has the key to unlock her hands from the fucked up BDSM collar that Swain locked her in. She was able to keep the NPC possession off this time, but unfortunately for her that meant a dumb shit with bad mechanics would be controlling her character in this play, which meant there would be so little dodge present you'd think you were at a Chevy dealership. I'm still bullying Chester the Jester like he's a 4th grader who sprouted a spontaneous boner in spelling class, and once he did his little mime mitosis. I know I could bathtub toaster both shake O and fake O to finally drain these blue balls. Billie Eilish's blood clot on the other hand just got her ult, which meant the amount of inting decisions that would be made by Riot's game code on her behalf was about to double, as Ezreal was learning what's in the basement in those Paranormal Activity movies, until yet again her W-possessed bitch overrules her decision to flash out turret range to safety. Anyways, it's around that time in the game where a mid lane Zed has to make a business trip down bot to remind someone that they are playing the ADC role. It's not fun, but someone has to be the bad guy, plus it pays well, but it leaves Briar all like hee hee we are 69 together. That makes my tied up BDSM hand wanna give you a bladed rub tug, and he is clearly having none of that, so he walks away passing Nafiri all like that bitch crazy. But Nafiri is a dog if you know what I'm saying, so she's not afraid of a little bondage or whatever weird daddy issues the schizophrenic goth has at the end of the day. Then a minute later she is poked down to her willies again, shocker right, but of course she doesn't remember because it was her NPC streamer personality that got her all fucked up, and now she's trying to catch a cab back to base until she decides her ult is definitely the play to make here. But when she gets back to lane and sees cotton candy hair Ezreal just chilling in lane all by himself, she gets this wild idea. What if I fought against a champ that is reliant on landing skill shots and I toggle an ability that makes me walk in a straight line at him? Fucking genius. Meanwhile I'm over in bumfuck Kalamazoo having just finished the first task on my to-do list, so I figure why not use the purple summoner spell on my bars for shits and giggles, maybe bring a category 4 storm to the man himself while having my first personal run-in with the half-man half-NPC to earn a double. Then since I like the homicide hors d'oeuvres that were served, I figured I would stick around for at least the first course featuring a dumb shit pate as I request she hold still so I can shuriken that little shithole. And with that small douche dashing distraction out of the way, I can rub my nuts on the carpet enough to get real static and full-blown bum rush in, showing Jen and the world that I don't even need to press my W key to kill his ass off, so I don't need anyone in the comments telling me I do. I then stay a little late at work because I want to oversee that these lazy robe shitters actually finish their job tonight, and unfortunately this opens me up to potentially being the first player this Briar has ever killed and having to live with that eternal embarrassment. But my team support rolls a steamed bun at the bitch and I toss a small fidget spinner to give her something to play with back in base. Then as the black sheep in the Addams family is doing her 12th walk of shame back to lane this game, she fires off an ult as the crowd waits in eager anticipation for her to prove why Riot has so poetically named it certain death. I on the other hand am going flamboyant deer hunting as Lilia bowls some Ambien my way, so I'm all like cool, but then we're both taking a nap in this thunderstorm together bitch, but turns out she can't hang. At this point I'm sure this player is probably hoping to blame all of his bad decisions on the whole possessed effect, but there's no defending some of these at this point as Zed draws an X to mark the line that you should never cross when it comes to game design. Riot. Hey, did you guys hear the one where the ADC 1v1s the Fed top laner? Yeah, neither did I. But I was thinking maybe little bitch Briar is just like a Yasuo, you know, feed 10 times then hit her inting NPC power spike, and while it's early in her release, it turns out that's not looking like that'll be the case. I'm still lurking in the area seeing if anyone wants to hold a metal pole in a thunderstorm, but my short bout of being a peeping Tom goes away and instead I have to resort to doing the same exact thing I was planning to do before, which in this case is raining on this Jin's parade, quite literally. Muahaha ADC players, am I right? And with that, the enemy team gave up. Wonder if it had to do with the literal 0 and 14 Briar support in this one. Wonder if the fact that we programmed NPC inting into the game will piss players off when this ruins their game. Wonder if you guys will sub because you thoroughly enjoyed the last 10 minutes of me rambling on. Rav out.